And I don't think anyone has really thought about clinical trial design, blinding and expectancy effects as much as Dr. Suresh and his team have.
There's randomized controlled trials that us boring lab people like to do, and then there's the user reports. And the user reports, they consistently cite that microdosing improves their mood, creativity, and productivity. So we have the user reports sitting on one side, and we have a series of RCTs really not showing what the users are saying and telling us. And this has raised the possibility that the claimed beneficial effects of microdosing by users are simply placebo effects. Arguably, the randomized controlled trials that have been conducted in microdosing, they have no ecological validity. So on the left is my laboratory. People go in, they get a cannula stuck in their arm, and they spend 6 hours basically being prodded and probed. Blood gets taken out. Every half hour they have to do a test, and then they sit down. The trial coordinator goes and says, I'll be back in 20 minutes. Read a book, I'll be back. So you could either do microdosing on the left, or you could microdose on the right, and currently all the scientific literature has only been microdosing people on the left. So what we set out to do in the MDLSD trial was to do a more ecologically valid test of microdosing. And critically, can we actually run a randomized controlled trial with at-home microdosing? Because no one had ever done this before. Blinding and expectancy is something I've thought about a lot. I'd encourage you to read my paper on that. So we computed what's called the Bang Blinding Index. Essentially what we found was that the placebo group was well blinded. The LSD group was slightly unblinded in that they could tell what they had been given. So what we'll be doing at phase 2 is we'll be introducing a few tips and tricks that we suggest in this paper. We'll be adding an active placebo. I'm not going to tell you what it is at this point. We'll probably publish the protocol before we start the study, so you'll be able to see that. We're a very transparent group about what we do.
On dose days, clinical trial participants felt enhanced feelings of wellness, happiness, creativity, energy, and social connectivity. These responses were clinically significant against the placebo group.